Hello, my name is Karuna Munshi, and I'm here on behalf of the Walk for Values team in Toronto, Canada. My guest here is Dr. William Harvey. Dr. Harvey is a psychologist and an academic, and he has been associated with the US government as a consultant on matters of substance abuse and mental health issues. Dr. Harvey is also a member of the Prashanti Council, which happens to be the management body of the Sri Sathya Sai World Organization. Hello, Dr. Harvey, and welcome to this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
As a psychologist, why do you think it's important for individuals to practice human values?
Oh, yes. I think human values, particularly the 5 human values that Sai Baba talks about, he says that these values are inherent in every one. And some of the programs that the organization sponsors targets young people often to try to bring out those values. But as adults, when we have some sort of understanding about this, it's very, very good if we can try to practice the values in our daily life. We have to become aware what those values are. We have to then say, how can I be consistent in my behavior in adhering to truth, to right action, to peace, to love, and to nonviolence. And as we try to struggle with putting those principles into practice, we then become ourselves good exponents of this message.
Mm-hmm. So how would my going out on a Sunday once a year, walking with a group of people, holding a placard which has nice positive affirmations on it, impact my character, my personality as an individual?
Well, that's an interesting point. When we publicly proclaim something,
right,
we move a step further toward creating a stronger probability that we will be persistent. You know, a lot of times we are reluctant to say, I will do something. We will want to do something, but we don't want to say it. Because once we've said it, we have a sense, most of us, we have a sense that we've now committed ourselves. And it's a step further in the direction of permanency. So the Walk for Values can be perceived of as an instance where people are willing to proclaim to the society that this is something that I believe. It's not so much that I'm trying to get you to believe this or for you to do something about this, mm-hmm. but I am asserting that I'm comfortable enough to go out of my own home and say, this is what I'm about. Of course, this can have a reciprocal kind of impact on the people who are observing this, because once they see that this individual is comfortable doing this, remember, if these values are inherent in everyone, then they're latent in the observer as well.
You're right.
And so this is a case of creating a more soliciting environment for these values to appear.
I totally agree. Actually, now that you say it, it resonates with the personal experience, because I know my children often told me to practice patience. So when I had to write on the label that the value I'm standing for is patience, every time I lost my patience, I was a little bit more self-conscious of it.
Absolutely. You see, the human mind is a great, great instrument, but it has a positive and a negative aspect to it. And it can be an instrument that can cause us problems as well as making things easier for us. And so often we have to find ways to counteract the tendency of the mind to sabotage our good efforts. And so such things as affirmations, proclamations, setting a good example, these things tend to help us be more in tune with what we are really wanting to do.